Hello, my name is Scott Hamlin, and this is my review of flexible images. As usual, I just want to cut to the chase, give you the critical information to let you know whether or not this is something that you'd want to add to your library of assets, and also let you know about the bonuses. Now, I'm going to go ahead and jump to the bonuses because Nelson Long really hooked me up this time. He gave me motion clip arts is the full front end product. He's going to all these animations basically. Again, if you grab it through this flexible images through my link, and also Motion Animation Pro. So you can go to those URLs and check those out. And the bonuses are going to be available to you. I'll have information how you grab those. Nelson's going to hook you up for that. So let's come over here and talk about flexible images. Again, what this is a collection of PNG images where the background has been removed. And kind of as I was kind of reviewing these, it's kind of hit or miss, particularly with people and hair and stuff like that. That's always a challenge to mask out. And so I found that, for example, looking at this particular image from this kind of resolution or size or whatever, it looks like, oh, good, that's a great expressive image. But when I roll over it, I can quickly see that the masking is not all that great. I did import a couple of these into just, kind of compare and see and everything. And what I saw is stuff that I know. For example, you can see some fuzziness along here. That's indicative of, a situation where the person doing this was really trying to be a little fast and wasn't taking. This is done usually with the quick selection tool in Photoshop here. Which I'm sorry, that's right, it's down here, the quick selection tool. And basically the less time they take, you have that quality thing going on. Now, a lot of the times you can't really see when it's seen at kind of full or normal view, but still I always look for that. And so this particular image came in. This is a 1280 by 720 image right here, and this guy came in at fitting that size very well. This girl was definitely higher resolution, would have worked much better for 1920 by 1080. And I like to go in and see what kind of quality when I'm looking at the hair here. This particular image isn't that bad, especially again at full size. But basically what you're going to run into, and in particular with the human characters, or people, is it's going to be hit or miss. This is Creative Commons sources, obviously. I saw a lot of stuff. For example, let's pop to the end here. There's about 1,200 people images, and this girl is kind of well known for being on Pixabay, and but they're all masked out. And again, even if you know how to use quick selection in Photoshop, you know that's pretty quick and easy, but not for 10,000 images. So it's now what I found is that there is a search feature here, and we'll look at the regular here in a second, but there's a search feature, and it's kind of tied to these right here, so it's not very useful. For example, I typed in happy and got nothing. So be aware of that. But the way I found to kind of review these easiest was to set it to the maximum number, and then it's particularly good for other categories. I'll linger here just for a second so you can see all the categories. But if I go to something like communication, it's probably only going to be a few pages. It's about 150 images there. And so I can review these relatively quick and easy. And these are the sorts of images that get masked out much better. Their quality is excellent. I tried a few of these, and there's really just no problem with these. So the objects are much better and more useful. We'll go to the ultimate. So the regular is $27. And so if you at least grab that, you'll get my bonuses. And then the upsell here has all these tons of additional stuff. I don't think there was any kind of, people in this one. It was just more assets. But pretty useful for scene building. And you can see here, I'll just go into a couple of categories that I think people might be interested in. There's, really some of these things I'm like, why would I ever need a fish? But then I see stuff like currency, and I know that I would use money. And so there's just a bunch of different stuff here that is useful. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this, but it could be that I'm recording this video and downloading stuff at the same time. So there's a lot of assets here to download. But just wanted to kind of give you the sense of what's there. The good thing is that you don't have to download the whole library and take up your local resources. You can log in and kind of see if you can find the thing that you need quickly and easily. It's already been cut out for you. You're ready to go and move on. The downside is this is Creative Commons stuff. It's particularly for the people, so the quality is going to be hit or miss sometimes. And now I was looking at that one image that earlier here, I think it was on the second page, and I know Photoshop, and so I know I can mask that kind of stuff out. But if you don't have that capability, then that's going to it's a little bit hit or miss in this particular category. The people, but the objects and everything tended to be much better and excellent and usable. So that's the down and dirty for flexible images. Thanks a lot for your time and support.